You go first.
You go first.
Okay. Yesterday was probably a little hard at first, but then once you finally like got to thinking, you're like, wow, this is gonna be really rewarding once I get to camp and eat food. Because that was probably the worst. Was you're hungry and you're tired, and we went up like 3 mountains,
Yeah.
and that wasn't fun. But Angel Hill was really cool. I thought I had a really good experience on Angel Hill. When I got up to Angel Hill, I was like, oh no. But then I started seeing like the angels coming out and helping the carts before us. And I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this, even if it's not just as our family. There's other people helping.
I thought it wasn't hard. Like, it was exhausting, but it wasn't hard. And like when we all worked together as a family and as like a team, we could like do it pretty well, and we learned how to like conserve our energy together and how to work together to be the most efficient with our carts. And so that was easy because we could work together as teamworks, because our theme, we're the oxen, the little charms are the oxen, and the oxen means strength. And so, which is funny because like individually people would come up to us like, oh, you have so and so in your group, he is so strong, and like that would happen like with all of our boys. And so it was kind of like, oh, that's so cool. And so we really did pull our carts, and we didn't have that much trouble with it because we all worked together, and we all weren't afraid to push it. But like with Angel Hill, like I thought it was like super cool how there was like angels helping us, but it almost gave like false hope because you're like, oh, we're almost done, and then we had like a mile left. But then you're like, well, we had help, so we can, since we got help, we can press forward with the strength that we do have since they helped us. So it was like kind of like a positive negative moment because you're just so tired because you still like a mile left and you just got up this like huge hill. But it was super cool.
So my ancestor, I have 2 of them, and one is my great-grandfather, who is Wenlock Wheeler Free, and he died when my grandpa was 14 years old. And I thought it'd be cool to walk in memory of him for my grandpa, because my grandpa is just the kind of guy who always works hard and whatever he does. And then my second ancestor is Absalom Pennington Free, and his father trekked the plains. But I like him because he has a lot of stories of meeting with Joseph Smith and being able to talk to Joseph Smith.
I walked for my Grandpa Tucker because he, like, I never met him because he passed away before I was born. But my mom and my dad always said that, like, when he was dying and I was coming to Earth, like, my dad said, like, we gave each other, like, high fives because, like, we just barely passed each other. And so I did him because he was, like, a cowboy and he loved, like, the outdoors. And I felt that it was natural because my dad doesn't do outdoor stuff, and so like, and I love outdoor stuff, so I think that I like almost inherited that from him. So when we're pushing the hand carts, like we made bracelets with our ancestors' name on it, so like whenever you're like pushing down, you're like, oh, this is so hard, and then you like look at and you see like their name, you're like, okay, we can do this, you know. So it's kind of like a push on the back, just like keep going.